Welcome. In front of me is a ZTE Blade A73, and today I'll show you how you can enable and also set up your portable hotspot. So to get started, you want to pull down your notifications by swiping down from the top of your screen, and do that once more to extend the list of toggles. Here you will find a bunch of different toggles. Hopefully one of the ones visible will be hotspot, which for me it is actually visible right over here, but there is a chance that you might not see it on the first or second page, and in this case you would need to add it manually by clicking on this pencil right here and then finding it from the bottom somewhere here. Holding a toggle, you will see that the text right here changes to drag here to remove, and you just drag it over to the top, and when you drop it and go back, you should have access to it on one of the pages. As you can see, the toggle that I have just added is now visible on the second page. Anyway, once you see your hotspot toggle, hold it. This is for the very first time, and the reason for that is it will quickly take you to the settings where you will be able to customize it. Now, even if you don't want to change any settings, it will be basically forced to do so, just because in here you can see we have a randomly generated password, so without actually navigating here, you have no way of knowing what that is. Let's click right here on Setup Wi-Fi Hotspot, and then selecting Hotspot Password, you can view it and also change it. I'm going to be changing it. Now your new password, if you're planning to change it, will need to have at least 8 characters in length. That can be letters or numbers. And from there, once you click on OK, that's really the only thing that you need to do. There's a couple additional things that you could change, like for instance the name of it, or maybe the AP band, which with the higher one, meaning the 5.0, you will have a faster and more stable connection, but the downside of it is that not every device will support it. So newer devices should have no problem with it, but some older devices, if you have some kind of like old phone or old computer, laptop, anything like that, it might struggle, or not even struggle, it might not be able to see this network at all. Now, like I mentioned, the benefit of it is that it's going to be faster and more stable connection, and I would recommend checking it out. Obviously, once you change it, and whatever the device you're trying to connect with to this hotspot with can't see this network, that means that it just doesn't support it. And to fix the problem, you just go back here and change it back to 2.4, and that will resolve your problem. Now once everything is set, we can just close this and then click on the toggle to enable it. I am going to turn on Wi-Fi just to check something as well. Okay, so as you can see, once you enable your hotspot, it will turn off your Wi-Fi. Now that is basically the reason why I enabled it. Some cheaper devices, aka like this one, only have basically one antennas for this, so it basically swaps from Wi-Fi to mobile hotspot, and instead of taking it in, it just distributes it through the same antennas, and therefore you don't have the network. So right now, whatever you're gonna use to connect to this device with, the device here will be forced to use your mobile network as well, the network that will be distributed. So if your data plan on your mobile network isn't too big, you might want to keep that in mind. Now once you disable, or once you're done using your hotspot and you disable it, your Wi-Fi will turn on right back on its own. So there we go. Now with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.